name is Nicole, also known as Nikki Vegan, and in today's video I'm going to show you everything that I eat in a day as a typical plant-based vegan who definitely likes good, delicious food, but I want it to be easy, I want it to be convenient, I want it to be practical for real life. So that's what I'm going to show you in today's video, and I really hope that you enjoy it. Thank you to Function of Beauty for teaming up with me, and let's go ahead and get started with breakfast. I'm starting with half a cup of old-fashioned oats. And I'm just gonna add some cardamom and a pinch of salt. The salt really brings out the buttery richness in oatmeal, and I highly recommend adding it if you're not doing that. I really like to switch up my plant milks just because I think having diversity in your diet is really good for your gut health, and it's just kind of fun too because there's so many different types of nut milks on the market, and so this one is made with pistachio. The pistachio flavor is really mild, so I added a little bit of almond extract and then just a splash of maple syrup. Sometimes I'll do chopped up dates, a handful of raisins, I'll cook some apples or pears to sweeten up the oatmeal, but today it was maple and it was so good with the almond. And I top this with coconut yogurt, pistachios, and then I don't know if you guys know about these freeze-dried raspberries. You can get them in a few different places, but they are so fun to like crush up because they're dried, and so they crumble really easily and they're almost like sprinkles. I use them as sprinkles sometimes, but I love having them in oatmeal because they're super tart and flavorful. This was so good. That cardamom, that almond extract, delicious. Highly recommend. Then I took my vitamins every morning like clockwork. And after breakfast, I just got myself ready for the day. I don't normally film my makeup routine, so I figured I would show you because I get a lot of questions about what kind of cruelty-free vegan products I use. And my makeup is pretty simple, I would say. I use a lot of drugstore stuff, and I've linked every single thing in the description box below. So if you want to get it, you can just click the link. You can find out what color and all the details there. But I'm just gonna do this quickly so you can kind of see what I do. I really try to do most of the focus on my skin because I want it to look really glowy. So I'll mix together a little sunscreen and foundation so that it's not too heavy as my base. I'll do a little concealer if I have any pimples or red marks. And then it's just bronzer, blush, and highlighter. Everything else I try to keep really simple, so I'll fill in my lips with some lip liner, do a lip gloss. This one is from NYX, and I really like this color. It's called Madeline, one of those. And then I'll use that same bronzer just as my eyeshadow. Sometimes I use actual eyeshadow, but honestly, this is so much easier, and that way I don't have a million products. I do have this super old eyeshadow palette though, and I like the lighter colors, and I'll use that right in the inner corner. I've heard this is supposed to make you look more awake. I don't ever feel like it actually makes me look more awake, but I like having sparkle. So wherever I can add it, I'll do that. Now I've recently been doing this thing with my liquid liner where I only do the outside liquid, and then I'll use eyeshadow as the actual line on my eyelid. It just is so much easier, and it's kind of okay if it's imperfect. It kind of smudges and just creates like a softer line. I think it's easier that way. I washed my hair earlier this morning, and so I just let it air dry, and normally that's all I do, but on this day I just wanted it to look extra smooth, so that's my sister walking around in the background in case you're wondering, and yeah, I just ran a flat iron through it, and this is my outfit. I get questions and comments about my hair a lot because it is really long. It's definitely the longest it's ever been, and I actually got it cut recently, and she didn't even have to cut very much off. She said that my hair was really healthy, which made me happy because I remember so many times I've gone to get my hair cut and they really had to cut a lot off because the bottoms would just be so dry and dead. But she was like, your hair's in really good shape. Like, we're really just kind of shaping and giving it a little bit more movement, but it's not, you know, like we don't have to cut off the dry ends. And I feel like that's because I've really been taking good care of it, especially over the last year. I've been using Function of Beauty, which is why I teamed up with them again today, because I wanted to share what I've been using because I really do love it, and it's vegan and it's cruelty-free and it's customizable. So when you go to the regular store to buy shampoo and conditioner, they may have a couple of formulas like, you know, volumizing or color protection or whatever, but they're already made, and so it's kind of one size fits all. Whereas with this, you go online, you take a hair quiz, and you basically tell them what your hair is like. And then I go to my hair goals, and for me, it's all about hydration, really nourishing the hair, replenishing the hair, just because it is so dry in California, and I feel like my hair especially can get super, super dry this time of year. I also really like that you can pick the scent that you want, which is another thing you can't do when you just buy shampoo and conditioner off the shelf. So you can fully customize the bottle, the shampoo, even the fragrance, every single part of it. So it is literally a shampoo and conditioner that is made for you, which I think is awesome. So if you guys want to try your own custom duo, you can click the link in the description box below. That will get you 50% off. So if you want to check them out, click the link in the description box.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside, it's cold outside.
Convincing my sister that we need to go try this vegan sushi place.
You don't have to convince. I said I was down.
She's down. We're going to sushi.
Down.
It's cold outside.
I've been wanting to try this place for so long. It looks so good. I've seen it on Instagram. A lot of my friends have been here and I was really excited, especially because he said that the whole sushi menu was vegan, which was thrilling.
Beneath the mistletoe.
This is the Dynamite Crab Roll. It's a California roll on the bottom with vegan crab on top. This is the hot and spicy roll. It's got jalapeno, avocado, and vegan cream cheese with a spicy sauce, and this was really good. The filling was really savory, but also kind of sweet, and then it had this crunchy tempura sprinkle on top, and then the bao was nice and soft. This was one of my favorite things for sure. That was so good. I have not had sushi like that in such a long time. I'm very, very full. So I'm back home now and I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea and sit at my desk and work for a while. I've got quite a lot of emails to get through and some editing stuff, some blog stuff. So I'm gonna be working on that and then I'll probably go on a walk and see you guys at dinner time. I just crossed something off my to-do list that I haven't done. I've been thinking about doing it so much, but it's like a lower priority task that I literally crossed it off like, oh, yep, did that, did not do that. 100% did not do that. I think that means I'm tired and I need to get dinner started and start kind of winding down for the day. I have a little bit more work to do, but I'm gonna do that after dinner. I don't have late nights that often. I tend to keep like typical office hours nowadays because I do think it's important to have a little bit of balance and have, you know, my nice morning routines where I kind of settle into the day as much as possible, and then in the evening I actually stop working, because when you work from home, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, it can be really easy just to keep going and keep going because there's always going to be more to do. It's either one of two things. You either work nonstop all the time or you don't want to work at all when you work at home. I feel like it can be really tricky, but I have found that if I try to keep normal work hours, I just feel better. I'm just healthier overall. I have, you know, more balance in my life, but there are definitely days where I end up working super late into the night, but for the most part, I usually don't do that. Tonight, a little bit of work after dinner, but right now it's dinner time. I just went ahead and I warmed up some split pea soup. I made this in a recipe video recently, and so I have a ton of it in the fridge. It's a really great meal prep item, but I've had split pea soup with, you know, sourdough toast for a couple of meals now, and I love it. It's delicious, but I'm feeling something different. So I just took some frozen veggies and I steamed them, and in the meantime I threw some potatoes in the air fryer. So this is all cooking at the same time. It's like a 10-minute meal. The potatoes are cooking, the veggies were steaming, and then I warmed up the soup with the veggies. And so it's gonna kind of be like a chunky vegetable green pea stew. And then I'm gonna put the crispy potatoes on top as kind of like crispy potato croutons. And I did get some cilantro today at the store, so I'll probably put that on top, and that will be my dinner. Really, really simple, but it's got protein, fiber, you know, carbs, all the things, and it already smells amazing, and it was seriously really fast. So perfect busy weeknight dinner. Those bowls that I have keep food really hot because the sides are really high, so it kind of like insulates everything and keeps the food warm for a long time. So it's too hot to eat right now, but it's kind of perfect because that gives me a second to find a show on Netflix. I sometimes spend more time looking for something to watch than actually watching stuff on streaming platforms. So I'm just gonna do a little scroll, watch whatever looks, I think I kind of want to watch something cute and Christmassy. I haven't really been feeling like I'm in the Christmas spirit yet. It's still early in December, but I feel like when I go on Instagram, so many people are feeling like really festive already, and they're decorating and, you know, making Christmas recipes and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, even though it's right around the corner, I still feel like I don't know, mentally I'm not there yet, work-wise I'm not there yet, but I feel like maybe watching some Christmas movies will help. So I'm gonna do that while I have dinner and get really cozy. But if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you wanna check out Function of Beauty, the link is gonna be in the description box below. You can get 50% off your first duo. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye everyone.